Hello everyone, my name is Miss Lunsford and I am here today to talk to you about a fantastic tool called a story map. Whether you are reading a book or writing a story of your own, a story map can help you keep track of key elements in a story, such as the characters, setting, problem, and solution. It is a great way to make sure that you understand what's happening in a story from start to finish. In today's lesson, we will be going over these key elements and do an example story map together using one of my favorite stories, Mama Panya's Pancake, a village tale from Kenya. Now, if you're ready, let's get started. So, what is a story map? A story map is a graphic organizer we can use to help us identify and remember key elements of a story. Now, let's cover these key elements really quickly. There are 4 key elements in the story that we have to remember. The first one is the characters. Characters are people, animals, or objects that are talking in a story. The next key element we have to remember is the setting. The setting is when and where our story takes place. Our next key element is the problem. Normally, characters within a story are going to face some sort of problem. And by the end of their story, which brings us to our last key element, is how they solve the problem or the solution. These 4 key elements are essential to understanding a story from start to finish. Now, we are going to do a story map together. In order to do that, you do need to read the book Mama Panya's Pancakes first. So after you have read it, come back and we'll finish the story map together. Now, let's fill out our story map for Mama Panya's Pancakes, a village tale from Kenya, written by Mary and Rich Chamberlain together. This story is about a boy and his mother who learn the value of sharing with their community. In order to make sure that we are doing our story map correctly, you have to include the title right here in the center. Afterwards, you're going to move straight into the characters. When including the characters, it's important to only list the main characters. There will be lots of characters within a story, but for these purposes, we only need the main characters. And for our story, the main characters are Mama Panya and her son, Attica. Let's move on to the setting. The setting is where our story takes place. The setting in a story can be multiple places, and we can include them all in this box. For our story of Mama Panya, the setting is in a small village in Kenya, the market in which they visit to get their ingredients for their pancakes, and Mama Panya's house where they make the pancakes. So let's add those now. Next, we are going to move on to the problem. What is the problem? Attica invites many people to join them to have pancakes. However, Mama Panya worries that she won't have enough ingredients to feed everyone. So let's fill that into our problem right here in this box. Finally, the solution is how our characters solve the problem. The solution for this story is that each community member arrives, they bring something to share. Together, they have more than enough food so that everyone has something to eat. Through this, Mama Panya learns the importance of generosity and community. So let's add that into our last box for solution. And that is our completed story map. By breaking the story into 4 parts, we get a clear picture of the main idea and themes. Try this the next time you read a story or write it. It'll help you remember important details. Great job, everyone. Today we learned how to use a story map to help us identify and understand key elements of a story. Remember, those key elements are characters, setting, problem, and solution. I had so much fun mapping out Mama Panya's Pancakes with you today. I hope the next time you read or write a story, you use a story map. Thanks for watching.